Hi, my name is Joey, and this is Phoenix, hashtag rising from the ashes. I am, sorry, I'm talking to you today about a subject that is probably maybe more triggering than anything I've ever talked about. In like, I don't know, more traditional triggering terms. I'm not really good with these things, okay? But I'm really, really trying. And what I'm talking about today is things that might be upsetting to people, like, oh, hell no.
What? What?
I was so mad. This guy in the black truck totally came in here and messed up the shot that we had because he parked his truck in it. And now I'm talking, and this other car is parking. I can't believe that. We gotta try again. Okay, so now we've cured that problem and we're okay. I don't think anyone's gonna mess up the shot here. I don't know why that bugged me so much, but it did alleviate some tension, and that's good because this is a really tension-filled video for me. But I feel like I have to talk about this because it's totally mentally health related. And it's something that I feel like I have to talk about because I've been very affected by it. This thing that happened to me, and I have to deal with it somehow. So this is how I'm going to try and deal with it. So again, trigger warning. We're going to talk about like what do they call it? Like sexting or whatever? Is that what they call that?
Sexting is when you, I think, have sex by texting.
No. Okay, dirty picture exchange? I don't know.
Tit pic?
Hashtag tit pic? I don't know. It's a like along those lines of topic, but I think I probably might expand into other things like just relationships and intimacy in general, and it's just general trigger warning. It's a sensitive video. I don't want to upset anybody. So that being said, let's go. Recently I have had an experience, not in person with somebody, over the internet. And the result of it has completely effed up my whole vibe, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, completely messed up my whole thing. My whole mindset. The way I perceive attentions from my partner and events in my life, and my perception of myself. Okay, so what is this big thing, you ask? All right, so let me give you a little bit of background. The person in question is not somebody I wish to like publicly shame or like be vengeful or mean to. I'm not saying all this stuff because I wish to do that. I don't like doing things like that. I don't do things like that in general. And it's not the kind of I don't know, I want to say behavior that I approve of, but like, you know, do as you will. But I don't like calling people out and being destructive to their lives. But this thing that's happened has been so destructive to my life in such a subtle, stupid venomous kind of way. Like, I'm mad about it. And I feel like this is how I need to talk about it. Okay, so this person in question is a friend of mine on social media. I've known him in person, but I've never been romantically associated with him in any way. Just mainly social media is the only way that we've communicated extensively. And even at that, I wouldn't call it extensively. It was like, maybe a couple of messages a year. Okay. It's not like, an ongoing affair, but, I quite like this person, this guy. And, he is very, it seemed, like-minded to myself. And I always enjoyed his contributions to, like what he posted. And I just enjoyed his presence there very much. And I always said, after like a couple of years of knowing him in this way, I always said to my partner here, if I was ever single again, I'd look him up. Now, I know that might seem like I'm kind of like a shithead for telling her that, but we've always had this sort of, I don't know, would you say openness in our relationship, huh?
Yep.
Openness in our relationship?
Yes.
And if I have like a crush on somebody, my partner's the first one to know. That's how we relate to one another and communicate, and that's fine. That's who we are. So I've said for many years about this guy that I would totally date him if, I didn't have Angie, and on and on. So, like, fast forward many years, and a couple of months ago, or maybe, I don't know, it's been like within the last 3 months probably that happened. No, that I told him that I would go out with him if I wasn't.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So like maybe 3 or so months ago, a few months ago. I don't remember what was going on, and I don't remember what made me tell him that. I think I felt like he was having a hard time, and in my mind, I found it liberating to say that to him. So I told him, I would totally go out with you if circumstances were different. Because I felt like he always fancied me too. And, that's that. And we exchanged a little bit of back and forth that was kind of like, let me think. Oh, did he say guy? Your guy's so lucky. Or your partner. I can't remember what he said.
Your partner.
So lucky to have you. And, how about them titties, though? And I was like, okay, yeah, how about them titties? Them good titties, right?
I mean, like a man herself.
Look, you don't have my figure and not like
joke about it.
Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, you joke about it. Jokingly
or like lightheartedly or whatever. My body is 200% real. Okay. And that's 100% for each one. It's like 100, 100. Or you could think of it like 200%, like 200%, 100% for the physical demands and 100% for the mental demands. Because let me tell you, it was not easy to be comfortable in my skin. It took me a long ass time. And the fact that I am now is something I'm pretty proud of, honestly. It was not easy to be that way, to be that way. Come into myself that way. I don't know how to say it, but okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that I can take a little bit of teasing in this manner, and I can take a little bit of flirting in this manner on this topic and whatnot pretty easily nowadays. Okay, so I just kind of joked along with him and whatever. Well, the fast forward to like last week, I think, and pretty sure he messaged me because of me responding to some of his posts, and it was just saying something like, "Oh, thanks for the likes," and this sort of thing. Okay, so I said, I'm trying to remember how it went. Oh no. He said something to the effect of, "Pictures, why don't you send me pictures?" And I thought, okay. Because it just felt a little bullshitty, So I said, okay, well, fine. So I put up 10 pictures, recent pictures, not just of me, not just with me in them, but of various things. Okay, fine. So he writes back something to the effect of, "Nice pictures, you're a good photographer, you're so beautiful." Okay, yeah, thank you. "I'm glad you confessed," he said to me. Yeah, me too, It kind of gave a load off my mind. I was kind of like, yeah, to just say that to him was kind of a liberating for me in a way, but also I felt like if it made him feel better about himself or something, that was a good thing too, I guess. People are funny, You don't know what's gonna actually make them feel better or worse. Even if it's a positive thing, like saying, "I like you." You just never know. Because people's insecurities about themselves make them, not always know how to respond or respond really well. So I understand this about people, and I guess I'm saying that because that's where, I'm coming from in it. So, so he says, "Do you have any more pictures?" So I shoot off 10 more. And more, "Oh, you're beautiful, you're beautiful." And I honestly cannot remember what the exact wording was. I still have the conversation. I will not look at it again. Even to make this video, I refuse to look at it again. Refresh my memory about what exactly was said. So, disclaimer there. But he said something to the effect of, "Titties again. And do you have any pictures like that?" Which I was like, okay. Which is obviously what you wanted all along, right? The whole thing about being a good friend and thank you for your friendship and this sort of thing. Utter bullshit, right? Okay. Fine. And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't have anything like that. I said, nothing you put on the phone nowadays is private. So, there's no way I will take anything like any pictures like that with my phone. Mm-mm. And then I think I made a joke like, Mark Zuckerbot. Isn't that what I said?
I don't remember.
I made a joke about how he knows everything and I didn't want to share it with him too or something. I don't know what exactly I said. Like I said, I did not read the conversation because it upsets me. So, so he was okay. Okay. And then somehow he actually asked again within the course of the conversation. And I think it was maybe on the lines, are you sure you don't know? Do you remember that? Something like that? Because remember we talked about it, we said, he actually kind of asked twice.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, he says, oh, you're cool, you're cool. And, I am cool. I'm like, no. Some people would get mad about that. And tell them off right on the spot. But me, I'm just like, what? Like, just totally dumbfounded by this situation. This is not a person that I've ever been romantically involved with in any way. And, to ask somebody that you supposedly value as a friend, to show you their titties? Like, what is this world that we live in that makes that, like, totally acceptable? And that's the thing about it that I really don't understand. I don't understand if he devalues me that much as a person, that he would ask something like that. Or if society in general just devalues people so much that, we're just sort of conditioned to believe that that's okay. Like, that's perfectly okay to ask for that.
No, it isn't.
What? Oh, you don't have? Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Like, I couldn't believe that this had happened. And, I was laying on the couch with my daughter when all this, messaging was going on. And, when it was all over, like I said, I was dumbfounded. And, I really wanted to go into our room where you were and, like, just throw my arms around her and be like, I'm so effing grateful for you. Because it really shook me up. But I knew if I did that, like, I would totally freak you out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, can't contain myself. And I picked up poor Eliza, who had already been picked up once that morning. And I'm like, come on, kiddo, let's pet the guinea pig, And that made me feel better for a few minutes. And then I picked up the other guinea pig. I picked up Angel, and I carried her into our room. And I showed her what this, the content of this conversation. And like, I just didn't know how to feel about it. It was just very upsetting. And it was very, like, wow, is that what I'm worth? I don't know.
No, you're worth much more.
I don't understand how people, I don't understand how people can think that that's okay. And the thing about it that is beyond me, okay, and my discomfort personally, is the fact that not all of them, but males, and the hypocrisy that they deal out on the daily to women and other males that they deem lesser than them is just wow to me. I don't understand it. Because this guy is not, in my mind, who he portrays to be on the outside, which is a person that respects women, their place in our society, politically, this sort of thing, you know, that kind of guy. And then to be so crass and devalue somebody so much that they can pretty much guarantee we ain't never going to be friends, much less anything else. I don't get it. But like the thing of it is, you know, going back to people's self-esteem and that sort of thing. This is why I'm you know, pretty much forgiving to him, although I still feel the need to put this video out. I mean, I'm not naming him or anything, but, you know, I'm just saying. This is difficult for me because I don't like to be that kind of person. I don't, you know. But I can't do these kinds of things without talking about stuff like this, because this completely affected my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
In all aspects of my life and my relationship. Okay. Camera ran out. Had to free up power, but now we're back.
Free up power, you mean free up space?
Oh, free up space, right? Power, space, I don't know, whatever. I watched back the last 5 minutes and now I'm like totally drawing a blank. Okay. This thing that happened completely affected every aspect of our relationship. And it made me like regurgitate old sort of feelings that I had about myself, and just made me feel really ugly inside, really insecure, really like objectified. And I feel like to talk about this, knowing what, again, trigger warning, so many women, people have been through in terms of assault and these traumatic things that have happened. And I feel like, in a way, I don't have a place talking about these things, because nothing like so horrific has happened to me.
But it did.
What?
Did you forget the guy who wanted tit pics? It happened to you, regardless of if it wasn't a full-on sexual invasion from another person. It's still an invasion of your self when it comes to, here, expose yourself for me so I could get off or whatever. So don't.
When I say that, I guess what I'm trying to convey is that I am telling this story from a place of deep respect and honor to the people who have survived things like this, horrific things. Whatever your definition of horrific is. I mean, the thing of it is, like, what I've said all along, everybody's experiences are different. And if they're traumatic to you, they're traumatic. And nobody should be in competition with anybody else over what is more traumatic.
Exactly.
So when I'm talking about these things, I am saying it from a position of respect for people who have suffered these things to their person and to their soul. And I'm not saying it lightly when I say I felt objectified by this event. I felt sort of invaded by it, I guess, in the brain, I guess. And I don't say that lightly or with disrespect to people who have been through something worse. And that's why I find this, that's one of the reasons why I find this very difficult to talk to. This is one of the reasons why I find doing this whole channel very difficult to talk about. Because my problems are on the high end of problems. All right? I feel like my traumas are on the high end of traumas. Because what others go through is so much more worse. But I still hope that even though I'm not talking from a place of true experience, I am talking from a place of when people objectify you, or worse, it hurts you very deeply. And I was hurt deeply by this event. And I don't feel better. I mean, sometimes it takes a little while, but
yeah.
I just feel like I whine too much.
No. You don't whine. You're telling your truth.
It is my truth. It is.
If you don't own up to your truth, you'll always feel like you're, not worthy, and no matter how bad you feel, you should never feel that way.
Well, I do work on feeling worthy a lot, because I never have. And I don't know. As far as showing off them titties, I mean, I wear low-cut shirts. I have no problem with titties hanging out. Right?
No.
Everybody loves titties. But ladies should put their titties on display in their own way and time. Okay? None of these friends asking for pics.
Tit pics.
I don't know. We've got to cut it off. It's going to be a super ass long video. Okay. So I guess that's my story. That's pretty much the end of it. He asked for pics. I said no. He thinks I'm cool. I'm still working through it a week later. And I'm telling the internet. Totally makes sense.
Hopefully you could tell him.
Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, and come back for more. Thank you. Bye. Percy, my gorgeous. Come get hay. He's been standing there for a long time looking at us, though. Oh, he's gonna come.
He's leery, but it's okay.
It's okay, babies. I just have a little bit of hay for you. There you go. Oh!
What?
His nose bumped into my hand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump you. Okay.
You booped him.
I booped his nose. You're lovely.
Give him some more.
You want some more? His friend's not looking. Here, sweetie. I can hear him chewing. Crunch, crunch.
Then finish the bag, dude.
Oh, quite a lot left. At least two more. At least two more handfuls. Just a little one. That's a little one. Actually, that was better because he could get all that in one go. I'm almost done.
No, me.
It's okay. A little bit. Here, hold on, wait a minute. I'll make it easier. You're lovely.
Any more hay?
Well, I got a little tiny bit. Just all little pieces, okay? So, there you go. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Yes. You're beautiful. Can I pet you? And he's like, no, I want more food. Okay. Eat what's on the floor there, dude. Here, I'll just put some of it out. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put it up, okay? Don't tell your friend it's our secret, okay? Because I don't have that much. Don't tell.
He's annoyed. No, he's not.